So I think probably this is, I always say this every time this year, that the class that just graduated or the class that just took their finals is my favorite class of all time. I say that to everybody because it doesn't really mean anything. It's one of those throwaway lines. But I'm going to say this from my heart, and you know I'm serious because I wore a tie today. This is really very serious. That fall 2010 semester with you all, and I had both the Metro Health students and the Metro Child Development students. That was my favorite semester of all time. And it is, no doubt. And part of it had to do with the fact that, of course, that was when the Giants won the World Series, right? Maybe a big part of it, I don't know. But the most of it actually had to do with you all. And I mean this sincerely. It was clearly my favorite, far and away, runaway, you know, freight train favorite semesters. Getting to know a lot of you in other classes was great as well, and hope to see you in more. And I want to echo Savi's point also about this is just, you know, a step. There's a lot more work to do. In fact, there's a hell of a lot more work to do, and you're going to enjoy it. Probably going to enjoy it because you'll get a little reprieve from Metro for a little while, but not completely. And I say this also with utter sincerity, and that is that I've been around Metro now for a few years, 3-4 years almost, and the one thing I've learned is that Metro is very much like a family, but like a crime family, like the mafia, right? So once you're in, you're in. There's no getting out. There's no getting out. I don't know why you're laughing. That's not that funny. All right. No, but today obviously is a nice day, and it's meant to celebrate and acknowledge a real big accomplishment. And 2 years of any upper level education is terrific. And I want to emphasize the word education because a lot of us who graduate, a lot of my peers who graduated maybe didn't get an education. They have a degree. They have something that says that they actually learned something. I'm not sure how much they were educated. I hope in my heart, and I know this because I think it's true of all the faculty who teach in Metro, that you're getting an education with Metro. You're getting a critical education. You're not just being schooled. You're not just being tested to death. You're getting an education that puts you deeply in touch with that cliche that we all like to talk about, but is really part of our DNA in Metro, and that is social justice. And I don't want to belabor that too much. Every graduation ceremony you go to, you're going to hear somebody try to say something inspiring about social justice. And it's not a cliche with Metro. Believe me when I tell you this, that actually this is something that a former mentor of mine said many years ago. And I went to college by accident. I mean, I didn't have any support. If I had the kind of support that Metro provides first 2 years, I might rule the world. I mean, I swear. And speaking of the world, I mean, you all are connected to this world now, this bigger world of social justice, this world of social change. And you have to understand, I think, more than ever, that once you know, this is what my mentor told me, that once you know, you can't pretend that you don't know. Once you're aware of something, you can't go on with your life the same way. And whatever it is that you do, you're going to go to law school, you're going to teach school, you're going to work in social work, you're going to work in healthcare, you're going to work in social justice of any sort. Whatever you do, you're going to give back what you learned here, and not just in these 2 years, in the continuing education that you're going to have, not just in school either. So I really just want to emphasize that point, that this is just a step. It's a really important step, but it's part of a bunch of other steps. 2 years from now, this week, you'll be enjoying a much greater accomplishment. Your families will be here, and you'll all be deeply pleased and satisfied. But I want us all to really kind of today, in the midst of this celebration, not get down on the fact that you still have time to go, but just remember and acknowledge that we're making a commitment here together. This is a community. This is a community that is a Metro community, but it's also a community that is a social justice community. And the commitment that we make today, the commitment that we've made these last 2 years together, is one that doesn't go away. And so we're going to hold you to that, like the mafia will hold you to it. I mean that sincerely. So I'm not going to belabor. I'm not going to talk too much longer. I just wanted to say that it's really been a pleasure. And I know I speak on behalf of all of the faculty who've taught you these last couple of years. A real pleasure getting to know all of you, and we hope to see more of you. So give yourselves a nice pat on the back, a round of applause. Congratulations. and let's keep going.